This man is crazy. Oh my goodness. So y'all remember how I kept bringing up the fact that Trump keeps using the word credible regarding Epstein, right? Pam Bundy can release all credible information regarding Epstein files. All the credible information, absolutely, release it all. And I don't know, it's like an itch on the back of my head or something, the back of my neck. And I was like, why does this fool keep on saying credible? Well, like, why does he keep using that to describe what information should be released?
Well, I think it's in the case of Epstein, they've already looked at it, and they are looking at it, and I think all they have to do is put out anything credible.
I don't think it means what you think it means.
And sure enough, we come to find out that the reason being is that the DOJ saw that Trump was in the Epstein files, but deemed it not to be credible. I was like, now it makes sense. Of course. Is my name in there? It's not credible. What does that say? That's credible. What about, oh, that's my name? That's not credible. That's essentially how he's handling, or I should say, mishandling the Epstein files. And apparently, MAGA has no problem with it. MAGA is all just a bunch of sheep going, oh yeah, that's okay, yeah, credible, absolutely credible. This is problematic. At bare minimum, this is a problem. But then it's gotten worse. Because as I said before, he thought it was gonna go away, with the Epstein files phase 1. But he's purposely lying on national television. And he's consistently lied, especially about the Epstein files, right? He's gone so far to say that he was never briefed about the Epstein files. Now, many people are like, well, Lucas, how do you know he was briefed about the Epstein files? And my response to that would be, because he told us.
Attorney General briefed you on the DOJ and FBI review, the findings of that review. The Attorney General briefed you on
what? On the
DOJ and FBI.
on what? On what subject?
Epstein, on Epstein, of the review of the file. Attorney General Pam Bondi.
A very quick briefing.
What's your name appearing in the Epstein file ever?
No, I was never briefed. No.
So that was a fucking lie.
So riddle me this, Batman. How are we as the general audience supposed to know when the president is telling the truth and when the president is lying? Unless we want to go the Biden route and he has dementia, right? Does Trump have dementia? Does he say he was briefed, but only briefly about the Epstein files, but now he's saying he was never briefed? What's going on? Does he have amnesia? Does he have a medical condition that we need to know about? I'd like to know. I'm just saying that either this man is a pathological liar, which I think we all know that by now, or it's something even more extreme than that, all right, where his memory is failing. And that is a problem, especially given this man's temperament. So moving forward to present day, we now go on to reporters asking him about Ghislaine Maxwell, and his response is, I can't think of the word for it. Frightening, troublesome, problematic, terrifying, scary.
Would you consider a pardon or a commutation for Ghislaine Maxwell if
It's something I haven't thought about. It's really something
recommended?
It's something I'm allowed to do it, but it's something I have not thought about.
But you wouldn't rule it out?
What?
Now, for those of you who may be upset with the pandemonium about his response, let me show you how the President of the United States should respond to this question, right? Mr. President, what do you think about, pardoning, Ghislaine Maxwell? Have you thought about that? What'd you think about that? The president's answer: no. Next question. That's it. That's all we want to hear. That is all we want to hear. We don't want to hear, I haven't thought about it, because we know when this man thinks about it, that's a problem, okay? Him thinking is the problem. So we want an immediate no. That's not what we want, because him following up with it, talking about, well, I have the power to do so. I have the power, I could if I wanted to, no, boo-boo. That's I'm sorry, that's an inappropriate response. That's an inappropriate reply regarding the absolute degenerate behavior and vicious things that this woman is accused of. I don't understand. At one point in time, I think we could have all been in unison, right? Democrats, Republicans, Independents, Libertarians. Hey, are pedos bad?
Yup.
That's it. Now, thanks to the MAGA cult, we have, yup, Yup. Wait, hold on. I'm not going to say they're bad or not bad. I need further context. Okay, I need further Democrat pedo's bad. Yes, absolutely. But I need more information. That's sad, bro. That is sad. That is literally the undoing of this country. That's the moral fabric that they constantly want to hark on. That is gone. That is donezo. They have burned it up. And they're doing these mental gymnastics trying to say, well, he didn't say he would pardon her, Lucas. He didn't say that. And it's like, I know you may believe Trump at face value, but for the rest of us who have an IQ above room temperature and aren't married to their cousin or something, we don't believe a word that he says. And he's shown us to be accurate time and time again. The fact being that he is inaccurate. So when we have the lawyer for Ghislaine talking about, yes, we heard about the president talking about a pardon, we think he should go through with it.
We're going to take one day at a time. I know that's very cliche, but it's true because things are happening so quickly. We haven't spoken to the president or anybody about a pardon just yet. And listen, the president this morning said he had the power to do so. We hope he exercises that power in the right and just way.
Trump is all about the deals, all about, I made a deal. Okay, I made a deal. That is, I don't know, that's alarming. That is a problem because this man is dumber than rocks and clearly is implicated in the Epstein files. So I wouldn't be surprised, instead of him offing Ghislaine, that instead he pardons her. That's what he's doing. That it's very much tantamount to a mob boss, bruh. That's what we're dealing with. A mob boss who's a pedo. Okay? This is what y'all are defending? Y'all can't even have the chutzpah, the spine to say, you know what, I made a mistake. I wish I could take back my vote. Like, that's it. That's all you have to do. But no, we're now seeing all these people who say that they have the moral high ground and, Democrats, we're now seeing them in broad daylight defend a man who's clearly a pedo, defend a man who's in the Epstein files, the same files that they said, hey, were filled with Democrats. The irony is that Democrats are like, yeah, release them. They think that the gotcha is, well, Clinton's in the files. Go ahead, release them. Well, you know that Obama may be in the Epstein files. Go ahead, release them. It doesn't matter if it's a Democrat, Republican. It doesn't matter. When it comes to actually these monsters, these predators, your party affiliation should be dead in the water. It shouldn't matter if the monster is a Democrat or Republican. Like, man, Trump has completely destroyed this country. I can't even say overnight because these people have always existed. The only problem is that he led them out of the woodworks. He led them out of their mom's basement. And now they're in broad daylight among us. That's the true issue. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think, whether or not you believe it. He didn't say that. He just said he had the power, and technically he does have the power. Or if you don't believe, I don't think anybody doubts he has the power. I think that's a bit weird that you would respond saying that, hey, you have the power to pardon someone who's accused of child trafficking and other heinous crimes. Like, why would you even bring that up? The obvious answer is no, I'm not going to. That's the answer. But he likes to play in this shade of gray. And, you have these idiots who will say, well, that's the art of the deal, Lucas. You have to understand it's the art of the deal. No, that's the art of an idiot. That's what that is. That's an art of a pedo supporter, a sympathizer. That's what that is. Anyways, if you haven't disagreed, you know where to find me. Thursday through Saturday, disagreement day. You can call in and we duke it out. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment. Let me know what you guys think about this. Am I overreaching or is this, he said what he said. And subscribe. And that fun stuff. Till next time, guys, be amazing.
I'm allowed to do it, but it's something I have not thought about.